In the underbelly of the Galactic Embassy on Eos 9, where gleaming towers kissed the stars above and polished marble floors bore the weight of diplomats from 1,000 worlds, there worked a man no one paid much attention to, Jared Holt. A janitor. He wasn't a soldier, nor a scientist, nor a diplomat. Just a human with a mop, a bucket, and a night shift. But as fate would have it, it was in this quiet obscurity that history took a turn. One evening, as Jared cleaned Sector 7B, an area designated for high-level diplomatic exchanges, he heard a sound not common to sterile corridors and glowing panels, whimpering. Curious and cautious, Jared followed the noise to a utility chamber near the Dragonic Embassy's waste vents. There, curled up on a soft pile of discarded fabrics, was a tiny creature, scales dull, wings too small, eyes swollen from crying. A hatchling, unmistakably Dragonkin, and unmistakably alone. Jared dropped to one knee. "Hey there, little guy." The hatchling blinked at him with wide, frightened eyes. Its body trembled, and it let out a faint hiss that was more pitiful than threatening. A voice buzzed from behind Jared. It was the Embassy AI. "That creature is property of the Dragonic clans. Do not interfere." Jared frowned. "Property? It's a baby. What's it doing in the trash chute?" The AI paused, calculating how much it could legally share with a janitor. The hatchling is considered defective. Wing deformity. Rejected by the high brood. Orders are to incinerate organic waste by end of cycle. Jared stared in disbelief. "Incinerate? You mean kill it?" Silence. The hatchling gave a soft mew and nudged toward Jared's warmth. That was all the answer he needed. Jared pulled off his jacket and wrapped the tiny dragon inside. "I don't care who he belongs to, he's mine now." 2 years later, the security footage would later be reviewed hundreds of times. A minor employee, barely logged in the personnel manifest, had smuggled a living Dragonkin out of the embassy without triggering a single alarm. No one ever imagined a human janitor would dare to disobey a galactic noble clan. But Jared wasn't trying to start a revolution. He just wanted to protect someone who had no one. He named him Ash, short for Ashkarin, an old Earth name meaning of fire and soul. He fed him protein paste, sang old Earth lullabies, and read him bedtime stories from a tattered copy of The Hobbit. Ash grew slowly but surely, wings crooked but functional, breath warm with embers, and he was smart. Smarter than Jared expected, smarter than most adult aliens Jared had met. By age 2, Ash was mimicking languages he'd only heard once. By 3, he could understand galactic legal code and hack basic embassy AI systems. Jared kept him hidden in an old maintenance dome outside the city, officially condemned. But off the books, Ash wasn't just surviving. He was thriving. The reckoning wasn't long before the Dragonic clans caught wind of a rumor, a rogue hatchling inhuman territory. They arrived not with diplomacy, but with force. Battle cruisers that darkened the moons of Eos 9, emissaries draped in shimmering gold, claws out. Teeth bared. They stormed Jared's dome. 100 armored guards with plasma halberds, the hatchling, stood before them, taller now, scales hardened to obsidian black, eyes burning gold. "You came to kill me again?" Ash asked, voice steady. One of the dragon lords snarled. "You are an abomination. Your wings are broken. Your blood is impure. You bring shame to our line." Ash raised his head high. "Then I'll make a new line." Behind him stepped Jared, unarmed, standing beside the one he called son. The guards raised their weapons. Jared stepped forward. "He's not an abomination. He's more than anything you ever made. You learned your language, read your histories, understood your power, and still didn't grow up to hate you. That's more than I can say for your kind." "Enough," bellowed the Dragon Lord. But before he could give the order to strike, a new voice cut through the air, projected across every galactic channel. "This Ashkarin Holt, child of no clan, raised by a human. I claim sanctuary by Earth's laws and challenge the right of my rejection." The transmission stunned the diplomatic corps. No one had expected a hatchling to invoke Human Terran Accord Clause 9, the right for any sentient being raised by humans to declare free identity and citizenship. The law was old, forgotten, written after Earth joined the Galactic Assembly. But it was binding. A hatchling had just declared himself, independent of his bloodline, and worse, the galaxy had just heard it. Legacy in the weeks that followed. Protests broke out across dozens of worlds. Dragonkin of low status began to speak out. If a rejected one can live, why not us? The High Brood tried to contain the scandal. But it was too late. The story spread faster than fire. A broken-winged hatchling rejected by his own kind. Raised by a janitor. And now standing before empires, unafraid. Ash became the symbol of a new era. Jared just called him Kiddo. One night, watching stars from the dome, Ash rested his head against Jared's arm. "Do you think I'm ready?" he asked. Jared looked at him with tired eyes and a proud smile. "You were ready the day you chose to live." Ash's wings, once too small and crooked, now stretched wide into the night sky. Not perfect, not symmetrical, but strong and more than enough to carry him into the stars.